An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
I never wanna hold you back. I wanna give you every chance to make it, to make it. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking. Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions 'cause I know that you'll reject my love, moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Champions are forever.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again, and I hope everybody is doing well today. Sorry I had to start a little bit later. Had some technical difficulties. Not to mention, takes a little bit longer for me to wash my face and shave and all of that because I'm trying to be very careful of a certain area on my face. Don't want to get it wet, especially not with anything that has any scented or anything like that. So gotta be careful. But Epignosis, first one in, followed by where I feel compelled by a force, I must grind arena. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty in the building. Followed by God of the Abyss, a.k.a. Drunk Reaper. What's up? Techo Jr., hello, man. I hope you're having a blessed day. NYK Believe, what up? The Kingpin, how you doing? Let's see. I'll tell y'all about the technical difficulties that started recently, so I don't know what happened. Something changed, but I got it fixed. And it was with Restream. I've gotten all my 4-star champs to rank 5 Sig 99. Nice. Next up, all of my 5-star champs to rank 5 Sig 200. Whoa. Okay. Have them goals, man. I haven't gotten all my 4-stars up, but I tend to get them up every now and again. 10.9, nice. I'm over 10, but I don't remember where I'm at. Gardit, what's up? You did Epoch completion on a level 45, 550 account, and people are calling me a modder. You can do it. I don't see the problem. Bearded Avenger, what's up, man? OG Spidey, Sentry, and Sandman. Modder. He messing with you. He messing with you. Not for the whole path, but Ares and Photon. They are the main fights, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, man. Honestly. All right. Let me see. Let's turn that off. Get the music back on. Let the music play. We can't get away. All right. Anyway, let us do this. Pixie Belle, what's up, girl? How you doing? Let's get air server up and running. Hold on, let me check something over here real quick so we don't have Ghost Dog coming at me. Let's see, he got that one. Alrighty. Let's get that. All right. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. Man, this tier 1 dust is awesome for side quests. Yeah, I'm doing them now. We're going to do them right now, too. You died again. What's up? Nice face tattoo. Why, thank you. Earned it. Earned it, I tell you. Woo. Working, man. I remember when I was, hold on, let me see. Oh, I can no longer get the Radiant, eh? Oh, well. Let me see. Ghost, defeat Ghost, Rider, Saga. Ooh, yeah, I can't do that one just yet because I got, well, actually, I can hit that store. Because it always restarts. Yeah. Yeah, see how much I have? So I couldn't just go running in there and do that. But let's grab that. Dr. Stone, what's up, man? What happened with the face? Well, see, I was fighting this gorilla. And the 99 guys that I had with me, they all ran away. But I got him. Oh man. No, I just had a cyst removed. See, most of you probably didn't even notice it. But it was right there. And it was small, but ever since I've been streaming, it's been there because they don't go away. You have to have them actually removed. And, you know, it was small. Yeah, it was not really that noticeable, but I knew it was there. And it has been there for like 10 years now. But most people didn't even notice it.
Why are you guys so obsessed with me?
But I wanted it gone anyway. So that's it. That's all it was. With that, 9 Swez. Welcome to the Shadows. You the latest Shadow Dweller. It'll take you about 10 minutes before you can talk. You can also follow me on YouTube. Same name, LordShaedow, spelled the same way on YouTube. But I'm streaming there right now at the same time as I'm streaming on Twitch. Let's see, only 4 paths left for me to 100%, 9.3 beta. I heard people are having fun with it. Let's see. Okay, so I got those. All right, that's good. And let's see. Although I'm curious, why did the season end? That's weird. I thought that objective would last for the entire season. Not that I cared because I wasn't going for it, but I was curious. All right. Okay, that's for threat level 5. So first thing we're gonna do is come over here. Oh wait. Not event quest. Side quest. Yep, got a new one. Okay. Shannon, who you're singing is among my top 5 songs of all time, but not let the music play. Give Me Tonight is my jam. Aha! Yeah. See, and here's the funny thing, NYK Believe, I wouldn't have been able to tell you who I was singing. Let the music play. Yeah, yeah. I remember it. I remember a lot of those. I couldn't have told you it was Shannon, but when you said that, I'm like, yeah, that is who it was. But I couldn't have told you. All right, let's do the Saga one. Actually, let's look first at what we got going on. All right, aggression prowess, kinetic. Okay, power shield. So you got to do the special attacks and Matador. All right. And let's see, skill. They gain a precision. Really? Well, that looks like a hit monkey. Yeah. Look at that. Crit me, baby, one more time. That be hit monkey. And polka dot power. Damaging effects. .com. Cute, cute, cute. When the attacker does the crush thing. Yeah, that looks like a hit monkey fight. And then ebb and flow, bubble shield. Bojangles. I have heard of it. I don't think I've ever eaten there. Remember, I'm a vegetarian, so even if I went there, I'm going to be looking for probably not what they're known for. You got some fries, got some salad. So, yeah. Yep, vegetarian, pescatarian. Recently. Really, all the way up until my 40s, I was just a lacto-ovo. Because I did eat eggs and dairy, cheese, all that. I added fish to my diet probably about 11 years ago. Something like that. What path do I run? Map 8? I don't remember. In section 1, it's the path that has Hulkling on it, you know, up the middle and then off to the right. So I'm fighting Hulkling, Venom, Nova, that path. Jubilee. In section 2, it's the top path that has the reverse controls. And then on the 3rd section, up the middle, and it is the one with a Red Goblin. There's a Ghost Rider. Have to deal with what's his name, who I hate. I forgot his name right now. But yeah, that's yeah, not path 1. Eating a blueberry biscuit with icing. Oh, gotta be careful with that. Gotta be careful. Me, anyway. Ebb and flow knockdown. Okay, so you gotta knock them down. All right. Let's see. We going in with Hit Monkey for show, for show. Let me see who we got that is Okay, I could bring in Nick Fury. Ooh, Okoye, really? Really? Are you serious? May have to do that. And let's see. Let's do Gladiator. Okay. After fighting that gorilla, you could take the sugar. Psh, you got that right. Nathan, what up, man? Am I crazy, or why does the boss have 2 shields? This boss here? The bubble shield? Are you talking about? I can move one. Wait. Hold up. Hitting the defender with a heavy removes the protection. When the cruelty expires. Okay. Oh, special connoisseur. Okay. Let's do this differently then. All right, let's see. That's going to have to be Dust. Oh, wait. Storm. That's good. Okay. Let me look. Whoops. Let me look again. All right. So you got the bubble shield. That's you. Special connoisseur. So you need to hit them with a special while you have a prowess. They also have a protection with the ebb and flow heavy. So you will have to hit them with a heavy attack, then hit them with a special while you have prowess. And down and out, that's kind of what you want to do. Anyway. So, all right. We're gonna do that. Good catch, because oh my goodness, we would have gotten all the way to the end and couldn't fight him. Would Bullseye be a good replacement for Hitmonkey? Possibly. For this, yeah. Yeah. Although Hitmonkey, Bullseye, he's gonna be critting anyway. So yeah, he'll work just fine. All right, let's get in here. One thing I do like about this is that it's really quick, generally speaking. All right, let's try Okoye. I was gonna use a Dazzler, but I wasn't sure. Does she get prowess? All right. That was weird because are you gonna fire your special anytime today? Good night. All right. Something wasn't right there. I don't know what was going on. Because I was trying to hit him with that special. Dazzle gets prowess off SP2. Okay. All right, let's restart. That was weird. Let me look at this again. And then Matador, right? Okay. When the defender activates a special, the attacker gets 1 bar of power. All right. Let's try that again. I'm curious. Because I thought I had it, and then... Okay. That's weird. Oh, dang it. Woo! Yeah, it was weird because it wasn't doing it before. Okay, I gotta be careful with that, Okay, come on. Come on. There you go. Oh, wow. How did it not evade that? Range stuff. Okay, why didn't I get power right there? Weird. Okay. Right. That's so weird. If Chavez has the dark dimension, she will reflect the energy damage. Same thing happened to me fighting her. I just used Nick SP2. Okay. Double down, crit me, da-da-da. Let's get it. Yeah, hit monkey. Oh, come on. Really? Punk. She just had to hit me a little bit. Eat all that. Messing with the hit monkey. Just completed my run with Shang-Chi, Ironheart, and Storm. That works. Let's see. Let's do some Okoye. Nasty. Just nasty. I ain't even get a chance to fire my special. Good night, girl. Saitama! I saw you earlier. You just did it with a SP2, one SP2. Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, I see the two shields that you're talking about here. Protection. Okay. So it's stacked. Yeah, that double, that is weird. But I see it. Okay. So you got the protection for the ebb and flow, and the protection where you can't really do any damage unless you have a prowess with a special. Hi, would you mind telling me who is your favorite champion in MCOC? Hulk. Not necessarily the best champ in MCOC, but my favorite, Hulk. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite in the Marvel world, Hulk. That's my boy. Then we got Spider-Man and Wolverine. Those three are my childhood favorites. Okay, well, bing. Okay, let me see. Yep, claim it. And we might as well keep on moving. I am going to, well, I don't know if they have the same node, but we can try Dazzler. Let me see. Does it have the same node? Bubble Shield, Special Connoisseur. Okay, so it has the same ones. I'll see if Dazzler works. Caveman, ooh! What up, man? My twin brother called me from prison and said, hey, you know how we always finish each other's sentences? Oh, Lord. There was actually a case where these twins, I guess the guy molested them or something like that, and they took him out. And they're identical twins. They were both there. They could not tell who actually did it. Okay. And I think one of them agreed to serve, and they don't know to this day whether she did it or her sister did it. Whenever you mention your favorite three, I always think of when they were the Fantastic Four along with Ghost Rider. I almost said Space Ghost. Man, you need to stop doing that, girl. Oh, come on. Stop doing the heavies. Okay. She did that because my special 2 does a lot more damage. But then again, it is extra damage on this one. Dazzler's not working. How did she get prowess? Last time I listened to chat. Bearded Avenger. I'm going to try her. I'm going to see if I can get her to work. Half of the time, yes, but it was still bad damage. Probably a dumb question, Nathan, but you did heavy attacks before specials to remove both protections. Yeah, I'm gonna we'll try it and see what's going on. Oh, just wait for me, eh? Come on. Get on out of here, go. Yeah, I made sure I brought Storm, who I know works. And I know Dusk is gonna work too. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try and see if Dazzler works. All right. Dazzler won't work. So she doesn't get prowess. Let me see. Nope. She's not getting prowess on the special 2, so yeah, if she doesn't get prowess, she's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm looking here. I don't see any prowess on her. All right, hold on. Can we? No. Hey, JJ! She gains prowess off SP2. I saw a prowess. And you see she did a little bit of damage. All right, hold on. Oh, what you got unblockable for? Huh? Okay, I'm gonna fire the special 2 off after a heavy. Okay, yeah, see, I saw a little, and it is working, But that is horrible. That's horrible damage. You see that, right? I mean, it is working. And keep in mind, this is the, yeah. No. That's horrible. Okay. Yeah. Don't use Dazzler if you want to come out of that fight today. So yeah, just restart, go in with Storm or Dust. You ain't tricking me. Okay. Ghost Rider doesn't care about being dazzled by Taylor Swift. Yeah. I definitely has to be already active before the special attack happens. I think that's where I'm going wrong. Yeah, that like I said, she is getting a little prowess, but that damage is horrible. Okay. Let me look her up real quick. Cause that's weird. Yeah, it's just bad damage because we were getting damage done. So it was working, but why her damage is so bad like that, I don't know. That was very strange because normally she has really good damage. So why was it that way? I don't know. Okay. I'm trying Dust this go. Yeah. Dust, because I've fought that node before, so I know Dust works. Try APOC alone. He has passive prowess on genetic codes. Come on, girl. There you go. What the? Oh. Different nodes. Don't have those nodes at this level. Okay. I just learned do not fight Gore with Bullseye. I didn't realize how much a mistake that is. Okay. I don't like fighting Gore anyway. But I know Claire does well against him. How do you get to gold coins? What do you mean? I love Gore. I just wish he ramped faster. Yeah. I heard that they're going to be tuning up Vision, Deathless Vision. Because he's definitely at the bottom of my list for the Deathless Champions. No question about it. But hey, if they spruce him up a little bit, we may be looking at taking him up. Oh, like a rubber band, eh? She ain't gonna survive till I get a special 3. Woo! Get him! He regenerates everything back. Oh! Yondu and MODOK are being buffed as well. Justice for Yondu. All right. What do you mean dust didn't work? You have to activate her prowess after you hit him a few times. You activate her prowess with a heavy. And then fire that special. Why did I'm curious as to why dust didn't work for me to get the XP out of the store. She wasn't doing any damage, a little more than Dazzler, but not much. Did she have prowess? You couldn't get any heavies in. Hold on. Let me go in. I wanna see so I can make sure. I can skip all the fights here.
Why are you guys so obsessed with me?
Okay, let's see. Because if she doesn't work, that is weird. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she works. Oh, whoops. Now, see, that time I didn't have prowess. Yeah, look at it. She's doing her thing. She's not getting a lot of crits in. There you go. There's some crits. Yeah, she works. I was gonna say, because she should definitely work. DC Saint, welcome to the Shadows. You are the latest Shadow Dweller. Who all works for this fight? Champs that get prowess. So mainly your mutants like Storm, Dust. Do not use Dazzler. As long as they get prowess. I'm guessing a Bishop will probably work as well. I don't know. I was trying to do it quick, but nothing worked for me. Okay, well, take your time. But as you see, she works. So you don't have to restart. Unless you just want to. Okay. But yeah, anybody that like Dust, show you, because you have to use a for threat level 5, you have to use Saga Champion if you want to get that objective done. So I would do this. Saga, Mutant, Dust should work. Apocalypse should work. Storm works. Toad should work. I remember doing Toad on that node. So I'm fairly certain he'll work. And I don't know, Gentle, does he get prowess? But that's what I would do. Toad, Dust, Storm. Bishop isn't Saga? Oh, well, there you go. So, no Bishop. So, it'd be Storm, Dust, Toad, Apocalypse. Whoever gets prowess is going to work. Sauron, does he get prowess? If he does, then he'll work too. Magneto, White Magneto, does he get prowess like Red Magneto does? If so, he should work too. Professor X, he should work. He gets prowess. Toad, okay. And of course, Red Magneto. So, yeah. Those champs that get that prowess should work. I'm just running through the other difficulties here to get that Dust for my 4 stars. Can we get a mastery showing? I can do you better. I have a video that I actually go through my mastery setup, talk about it, even tell you, talk about some of the masteries I don't use normally. Yeah, I think it's mastery. Maybe I'll make an alias for masteries. Unless is the bot on? Let's see, is the bot even? Yeah, it is. Okay, bot's on. There you go. Okay. Let me add real quick while I'm thinking about it. If it lets me do it. add masteries as well, because that makes sense. Okay. See, Cloud Bot. Yep, you're active. Commands. All right, there's the mastery. Advanced? I thought it could, All right, well, we'll just do it like this then. I thought I could make a... Let me see. Oh. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay. All right, so masteries and mastery should work now. Whoop, there it is. All right, Epinosis, take care, man. Let me see. Does see if that works now. Should be in there. Yep. Okay. Okay, so there you go. DC Saint. All right, you too, man. Thanks for swinging by. If you haven't followed me on YouTube, come on over. Same name, same spelling. I'm right here. Did you know Drunk Reaper? Do you remember? Oh, you have? All right, cool, cool. Thank you. Do you remember the whoop and the whoop? It was two different songs and two different groups. One was Woot, W-O-O-T, there it is, and one was Whoop, I think it was W-H-O-O-P. And I remember both of them, and I was so confused when I was trying to look them up later. And they were both legit. But it just so happened, oh, you did not. Yeah, look it up. It's so funny. And it's two different songs. Very similar. But apparently, one was popular in one area and the other was popular in another. So I think down here, the whoop, there it is, was the one that was popular. So they each had their own area. Depending on where you were, you may not have heard the other one. But remember, I moved. So I heard both of them. And I'm like, what's going on? I was like, that's a different version? What? I probably heard both and never noticed the difference. I'm a metalhead. Fair enough, fair enough. Hold on, let me, before we hit up the arena. Let me see. Yeah, 95 South did the whoop. There it is. Okay, hold up. Let me show you. on the wiki here. See it? 95 south. All right. See this? Whoop. There it is. Tag team. Tag team. Back again. So check it out. You had 95 south releasing Whoop. There it is. And then Whoop. There it is by Tag Team. Fun, huh? And I forget, they went into what happened, but basically, depending on where you were, you may have heard one or the other, maybe not both. It was wild because I was hearing it, and then I heard another one. I'm like, wait, that's not the same one. Confused me. Confused me to no end. Okay. Now we can, wait, what? Yeah, now let us, let me see. Hold on, let me go get some apple juice real quick. Last thing I want to do is pass out in front of y'all. No way. That's like when there was two versions of the power. You're talking about, I got the power. Oh, hey. Alliance Quest started. Let's see. So I take this path here with Hulkling, not Hulkling, Hulkbuster. Then up here with Wolverine, I take that path. And then here with Red Goblin, I take that path. And my team is Hurt, Ironheart, and I like Mr. Sinister. And honestly, none of these really make that much of a difference. I used to use broken measures, but that's only when I had Herc and Captain America. So now I just kind of put one of them on there. I don't really care. And this day is the worst day because of that Pierce. Ooh, I hate that Pierce. Right? I usually do this one with Herc just to... I like to build up Herc on these here. Yummy. Okay, those are some shared fights. Get over here. Can you only reset masteries with the token? Yes. Should be free though. It used to cost money. I mean, cost units. Wait. Yeah, I don't think you should be able to reset them without needing anything. I believe they made that free a while ago. Here we go. It says reset tokens when I go to recover the points on the page. Yeah, you should be able to just reset it. Do you have to be level? Oh, yeah, I was already level 60 when they implemented that. So that might be. Maybe they did that. Man, that don't make sense though. They should make it free when you're lower level. By the time you're level 60, you should know what you're doing. Let me see. Yeah, I can recover for free. I don't need anything. I guess if you have a token, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, just press recover. And see what happens. Press recover and see what it says. Just see if you can just recover, because I think they did away with the tokens. The recovery tokens. Always hate fighting this boy. Oh, why did it stop? Weird. But yeah, I'm really not sure. I would try it. Let me know. Does the first cost tokens and then they're free after? It might be that if you have a token, it'll use it. But yeah, I don't think it's needed tokens for a long time now. All right, used up our energy. Now we can finally get to the arena. Let's see. So I'm already done with the summoner trials, done with the featured. So we just need to do the basic. And I also have that T4 that I do as well. So I could have finished this last night, but I was like, you know what? Let's just wait till the 7 stars come around. High tier AQ is way different than mine. Well, y'all. Once you know, I think they changed it, didn't they? I can't remember. Or maybe they didn't, but the those extras, I thought they removed them. I'm just so used to them now that it don't really matter. I've been doing the highest map for a while. Whatever it was. When map 7 came out, that's the one I was doing. 6 came out, that's the one I was doing. Do you know how to proc the infinite streak? Or is it just a chance? Huh? Drunk Reaper. Yes. But with my roster, it's not the same as I used to be able to. Are you telling me you don't know how to get on the infinite streak? Aha. So token if you have it, and then free. Yeah, I was gonna say the tokens was back in the day. Yes, I am. I've never had it work for me. Really? Okay. But yeah, I generally and it depends on your roster. But like 1 through 5, you can really use anybody. So I would use my lowest ranked champions. And then once you get to win streak 5, depending on your roster, you can either start using champs that you know are strong, not necessarily higher rank, but strong, that you're gonna be able to beat folks with, and when you get to like say 9, win streak 9, use your top champs until you get to like 20. Use only your highest ranked top champs. But as you can see, for me, once I get to 5, I just start with my top champs and work my way down. But that's because the roster I have now, I can do that. I couldn't do that before. But now that I built up this roster like this, I can do it. Do you have any tips for actual gameplay? General tips? One thing I would tell you to do, and this is something I did and still do, watch videos. Watch how other people play. And if you see something that, you're like, whoa, how did you do that? Just ask them. Most people are more than willing to answer and tell you, oh, I just did this, this, and this. But Arena gives you a lot of practice, and it gives you a lot of resources, which is why you'll see me doing that. I do Arena more than I do anything else in this game. And as a result, I often can get things without spending anything. So that's what I would recommend. Watch videos and ask questions, specific questions. If you're having a problem with a node, tell us what the node is, and we might be able to tell you some champs that are good for that node. Stuff like that. Oh, and in case y'all didn't see it, see that down there? I need to get some reading glasses, progressives, and I'm going to I'll showcase them. I showed on my live stream yesterday, and Mike Holman talked me into these $35 frames. I was looking at some $7 frames, and he was like, "Nah, just go ahead and get those." And he said he's gonna help me out with those frames, but everything helps because my insurance does not cover glasses. I did go have a diabetic eye exam, and I believe that was covered, but like regular eye exams and glasses and that, they do not cover that. I would need vision insurance for that. So, and this is actually the first time I've had reading glasses, progressives rather, prescribed, because I've been using like these, $1 is what these cost. $1 in at the I think it was a Dollar Tree right here. And it's just $1. They don't last long. But one of the things that I went in there for was that my vision, it looked like in my right eye seemed to be a little bit less now than my left eye. And I didn't want to find out the hard way, you know, something was wrong. And so I went in, nothing was wrong, just lost the vision. I had laser surgery about 20 years ago. And that's when I first got rid of my glasses. I wore glasses since the 2nd grade. I wore glasses all through college and contacts when I could. I wore glasses and contacts all the way up until my 30s. And then I found out, hey, I could use my Flex account to get some surgery done. And then I messed it up because I went and had it done a day or two before it actually kicked in. And they can't backdate it. So I ended up having to pay it myself, get what is it? They had the financing, get that, and then I ended up just using the Flex for other stuff to kind of compensate for it. Kind of a roundabout way. Best thing I had done for myself, let me tell you. And they warned me even then that all that this does, the laser surgery, is correct the defects in my vision. So they're like, if you are going to need reading glasses when you get older, you're still going to need reading glasses when you get older. Well, it's been a good 20, a little over 20 years, and I finally do need reading glasses. And he said that these glasses will also help me driving at night, as well as even watching TV. So they're like, because they're progressive, so it'll help with the reading, mid-range. They're not for far seeing. So that is what we got. So like, when I get them, I'm gonna try and see what it feels like to have them on here, because the other thing that they help is like here, looking at the screen. Now I can read what's on the screen, but it might mean that I don't have to have the font a little bit bigger. I might be able to just put it back down to a regular size and be able to read it just fine without straining. So we'll see. Come on, there you go. Yeah, girl. He parried. No. You going down. But yeah, DC saying every champion. Well, I won't say every champion, but different champions can have different styles of gameplay. That's why some people don't like certain champions. Not because they just are horrible, but because it doesn't fit their preferred playstyle. But anyway. Who's been following the Diddy trial? Woo-wee. You can't, you know, see it live, of course, but there are quite a few people who are reporting on it, talking about it, interviewing people. Yeah. Not looking good. Not looking good for him. One thing that I was asking about was Cassie's husband. I was like, how is it with him just listening to all this? But he knew her when this was going on. So he's the one that helped her get out of it. So he already, none of that was surprising to him. I'm like, okay. All right, gotta head into town for stuff. All right, Drunk Reaper, take care, man. Not looking good for many people. So far, now here's something that's interesting. It's a RICO case, right? Where are the other people? Where they at? He ain't do it by himself. So where they at? You had people fleeing the country, but either they turned informant, which could definitely have been a issue. I mean, a thing. They may have become witnesses or what have you. Made a deal to keep their name out of it. But yeah, people were talking about it. They're like, how you gonna have a RICO with just one person? But you can. You most certainly can. When you look and see what that RICO is, yeah, it is a conspiracy and all that good stuff, but what he's already been shown to do, even if they don't get his co-conspirators, or if they do and they settle, but RICO was meant to take down those mob bosses. Because what was happening before the RICO was that the mob bosses would have other people do their stuff. And they kept their hands clean. So, what were you going to do? You know, you wanted to get them, but they didn't commit any crime. It was all of these other people. Yeah, it was at their command or at their behest, I would say. But if they hadn't committed a crime, what could you do? Hence the RICO. I'm gonna learn how to evade her special. There you go. Couldn't punish though. Okay. Just keep on doing that. Mike Hill, what up? Hey, perfect timing. Woohoo! Go ahead, Enchantress. Oh! Oh, dang. Hit her with it. But how you been, man? Everything's coming up roses. Yeah. Very rare to see Enchantress on attack, and that's probably the only place you're gonna see her when I'm doing the arena. Got a chance to see her special 3 even. Whew. Oh no. Oh, that hurt. Oh, woo. Been good. Hope your fight with the gorilla went well. Well, you know, any fight you can fight with a gorilla that you can walk away from is a good fight. Hit him with it. Come on, Hulk. I did not know that Hulk and Thing fought multiple times and Thing won some of the time. Hulk actually would go after Thing just to fight with him. Sometimes Thing is just like not really wanting to fight. Hulk's like, no, come on. He needed to let off some steam or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was surprised. Your boy! What up, man? Really Thing what? Yeah, I know. See, one of the things that his weakness is that he needs to ramp up. So if you can beat Hulk fast before he gets really angry, you can beat him. When you saw that fight against Thanos, you see how quick that fight was? He wasn't really that angry. And he got beat quick, didn't he? That's how you have to beat Hulk. But as the fight goes on and he gets real angry, he becomes worse and worse. Oh, you punk. She fired it off even though I was blocking. All right. That really annoyed me. He didn't get a rematch in Endgame. I know what they did to Hulk. I don't even speak about it because that was a shame. They did my boy wrong. All right. But yeah, if you can take him out quick and early, and if he's not really that angry, I think Hulkbuster beat him because he saw that people were possibly getting hurt. And you know, Hulk, despite all of the negative publicity, is a hero. He doesn't hurt people on purpose like that. He's a protector. And when he saw that, the fight just went out of him. So who knows? I don't know what the circumstances were when Thing beat him, but I believe Hulk in their fights is up. Hulk won more than he lost against Thing. But yeah, look it up. I was surprised because it happened after I stopped reading comics. So I remember the first fight, and yeah, Thing didn't fare too well. And that was the only fight I knew of. And then I think I was listening to one of those comic book guys, Comic Drake or something like that. And he mentioned that, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, he fought him more than once? What? He won one time? What? I was so surprised. Yeah, they really screwed Hulk. He didn't come out in Infinity War, then nerfed him to... Yeah, I know, in Endgame because of the Professor Hulk. Yeah, I know. Now, I remember Professor Hulk in the comics a long time ago. And that is what happened. In the comics, the Professor Hulk wasn't as strong as the Green Hulk. Ooh, I'm just messing this up. Yeah. Now how you feeling about yourself? One, two, woo-hoo. Okay. But yeah, I remember a Hulk that retained his intellect, but he wasn't as strong. So when I saw that in there, I was like, why would they bring that Hulk back? And then in the, I never watched it, only saw clips, the She-Hulk series, he was in that same form. And see, I don't really like him that way. That's not my Hulk. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Although I will say this. When the Ancient smacked the banner out of him, oh man, I sat straight up. I was like, oh. He was like, I'm not asking. She said, woof. Now, let's try again. I said, oh, Jake. Calmed him down. I mean, if you think about it, what was he in a hurry for? He just went back in time. Why he impatient? He had time to talk. But man, and then I saw I haven't watched it yet, but Doctor Strange, when Spider-Man, he did that same thing to Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's body was still working. He was like, wait, how are you doing that? You shouldn't be able to do that. That was funny. Doctor Strange also was not as powerful as he should have been. There were a lot of characters in there that were not what they should have been. But still a decent movie. I liked it. I'm really curious now what they're gonna do with Deathless Vision. That's gonna be interesting. Can you feel it? Let's see what Mojo. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we better go Iceman. Yeah, I agree. Doctor Strange was nerfed a bit too. Yeah. They needed Sorcerer Supreme in the movie. I know, he's supposed to be Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Strange is really powerful. But you wouldn't know it. Not in the movies, anyway. There we go. Thor Ninja Gaming. What's up, man? He should have been able to fight Scarlet Witch better than he did. Absolutely. I don't know why they do our characters like that in the movies. You know, their comic book versions are usually much more powerful. But I want Cloak and Dagger in this game, and I really would like to see World Breaker Hulk in this game. Don't know if they would do that. I'd be behind it. You took out the Illuminati, boy. And was like, see, I'm not here to kill anybody. That World Breaker Hulk, boy. Woo! I believe that was the angriest he's been. And he was about to break the world. It took Sentry and him. He was fighting himself while Sentry was fighting him. He wanted to be stopped because he was about to kill, and that's not what he wanted to do. I think they had Kabam's Doctor Strange in the movies. I know. Woo, slide out, slide out. Hey. Hit him with it. That's how it is. You can ask Giz. I stole your girl while you was in prison jail for MC assault. You was jealous. It's all your fault. Ooh. I can actually take another champ to rank 3. And I'm not sure who I want to do just yet. Woo! Who is the first Hulk? What do you mean? Doc Bruce Banner. belted by gamma rays, turns into the Hulk. Ain't he unglamorous, wrecking the town with the power of a bull. Ain't no monster who is as lovable as ever loving Hulk. Hulk, Hulk. Hit him with it. That's the Hulk I grew up with. Stomping folk. Wrecking the town. Because they wouldn't leave him alone. Messing with Hulk, man. Y'all see this? 7-star Big Daddy of Paco. Nasty. Yeah, Bruce Banner. That's what I said. Doc Bruce Banner. Belted by gamma rays. But yeah, Bruce Banner. There was a Hulk 2099 series that wasn't Bruce Banner. He had a different story. But there was a colony of pacifists that worshipped strength. And of course, their ultimate god was the Hulk. And they had this gamma ray gun experiment that was supposed to recreate what Bruce Banner had done. And I think the feds used him to locate them. Now, mind you, they're pacifists. They don't fight. The feds came in and massacred them. And I think there was a kid who managed to survive, and the experiment blew up, you know, and he became the Hulk. And it seemed like it was a little bit different in that he didn't seem to have the alter ego type thing going on. He had his faculties. It wasn't Hulk and Bruce Banner sharing the same body kind of a thing. It was just, he was Hulk. And if I remember right, that was his series. He was looking for redemption, and he kept trying to find that boy because, I mean, he got his whole family, all of his relatives, everything killed. Who is stronger, Red Hulk or Normal Hulk? Normal Hulk. Red Hulk is very strong and strategic, but no. Did you hear Stan Lee explain why Hulk was green? That was really fun. Hulk started out gray, but they had a problem getting the gray color on the, in the comics. The print, the ink was very difficult. And they tried, and it was just so difficult to get that gray to come out. And so, because he thought, you have somebody that's gray, that looks really scary and menacing, right? And he said that he became green because green was a better color and it worked and it was accurate. Didn't it have to do with the cost of ink? Not the cost. It had to do with them not being able to hold on. Because I just finished the basic arena. This is just the T4. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here.
I did not think of green originally. I made it gray in the first issue. I thought that'll be scary looking, a guy with gray skin. But unfortunately, when the book came out, the gray was a different shade in every page. So in the next issue, I made him green. The printer was able to do a good job with green. So that's how the Hulk was born. I did not.
Got it? It was a different shade of gray every time on every page because it's difficult. To get that consistent color gray, at least at that time. I don't know if things have changed. But it might be that now that's not a problem. But yeah, I didn't even know that. I was like, what? And I do remember seeing a gray Hulk later. So maybe technology changed and he was able to do it. Joe Fixit is a gray Hulk. Yep. I see, I didn't even know anything about Joe Fixit until I played this game. I didn't know that was a Hulk until this game. And they were telling me how many Hulks we had in the game. And I was like, no, we don't have that many Hulks. And they listed Joe Fixit. And I said, Joe Fixit's a Hulk? And then I looked, I'm like, he does look like a Hulk. But I was thinking, you know, like Solomon Grundy. You know, that's what, DC? Solomon Grundy is DC? And I was thinking that this was like Marvel's version of Solomon Grundy. You know? Is Joe Fixit still Bruce Banner? I think so. Just in a different dimension or universe or something. Not really sure. But he is a Hulk. And let me tell you, he's actually pretty good in this game right here, man. He is a tank. I had to take that boy up. But now I'm thinking, who's going to be my next rank 3? Will it be Spiral? Maybe Isophene? How about Lumatrix? I don't know. There's also Grey Hulk. Yeah. Like I said, I remember reading and there was a Grey Hulk. It's been a while, but wasn't that Grey Hulk like the Professor Hulk? He kept his faculties, but he was like half strength or something like that. I can't remember. The first Hulk was a black man, Leonard Williams. Are you talking about the wait, what? Are you talking about the series? Tekla Jr.? That name sounds familiar, but I don't know why. Hold up. Now I gotta look that up. Leonard Williams. Hulk. So he's from a different dimension. Because I never saw this one. Oh, look at that. Tyrone Cash. That's his alias. Tyrone Cash. Here, let me pop this up so you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right, working at Cambridge. He was working on a version of the Super Soldier Serum when Bruce Banner joined his team. Okay, so he's not Bruce Banner. Okay. Oh, okay. He wasn't Hulk. He came before Hulk. Okay, yeah. He wasn't Hulk. Got it. I see. Hmm. Okay. I would think he was more like that Super Soldier Serum, like Captain America. Yeah. He has more in common with Captain America than really Hulk. Okay. Yeah, I had never heard of him. That is interesting. Okay. The more you learn. And it said what? Earth 610, 613, something like that. Come on. Come on. Hey, when the AI does this. There you go. Yeah, the PC version, you at least get to rest one of your hands. I play with both all the time. Actually, while we're doing that, let me look up Joe Fixit. So I can answer that question. Okay, Gray Hulk. They have Gray Hulk / Joe Fixit. And it says, originally Stan Lee wanted the Hulk to be gray, but due to ink problems, the Hulk's color turned to green. This was explained by saying that the Gray Hulk was the original Hulk to appear when Banner first got hit by the Gamma Bomb. However, due to Banner's repeated use of gamma radiation projectors, the much better known, more common Hulk, Green Hulk / Savage Hulk, emerged. So, wait, that's the Gray Hulk that, wait, no. Okay. David revamped the personality significantly, giving the Gray Hulk the alias Joe Fixit and setting him up as a morally ambiguous Las Vegas enforcer and tough guy. Okay. In his much weaker Gray Hulk form. Yep. So, yeah. Gray Hulk is weaker. Was that Super Soldier's term in the Hulk? The serum, you mean? Okay. That is going to do it, guys. Let's see who's streaming. Might be able to give them a nice little red. Oh, I see KT1. Let's get him. Hashtag out of the shadows. Whoops. All right. Because I got to go eat something to eat in me. So take care. And you all have a blessed day.